Hey guys, this is Thomas Miner. I am an agent with Exit Realty North Star, and today I just wanted to get a quick video going to talk about on a live stream just three big things I'm seeing in the local Central Iowa market right now. Things have changed obviously in the last 3 or 4 months. Interest rates going up a ton has affected things and made things a little different. So I kind of want to talk about what I've seen and then how I could see people taking advantage of this potentially and looking at it in different ways. So interest rates are obviously high. They're higher than they've ever been, basically since 2008. Par is closing into close to 7%. So people with lower credit scores or depending on type of loan, you might be looking at something above 7, which is more than likely going to mean first-time home buyers are going to be more commonly looking at ARM products and buy downs. ARMs is an adjustable rate mortgage. Buy downs, actually, Jared, Nick, and Elias and I will be doing a video next week to talk about buy downs because I definitely think it's something that buyers need to start looking at and need to start thinking about. The big thing with interest rates that you guys have to keep in mind is interest rates are temporary. The home you're buying is permanent. So for your personal home, what you should mostly be focusing on is your monthly payment and buying below current market value. Interest rates do affect your monthly payment. So if you're looking to keep your monthly payment around something, the more interest rates go up, the more that will decrease your budget. That doesn't necessarily mean you can't buy in this market. You will still be looking at the homes that are available that meet your needs under that price point, and then from there, I'm going to help you negotiate the best price we can get on it, and kind of go from there. But it doesn't make it impossible. They have risen pretty quickly. Um, but more than likely, we can still find something out there for you, and then the hope would be in the time that you're holding on to that house, interest rates will get better, you'll be able to refinance and get yourself into an even better situation monthly payment-wise, and you'll have the joys of owning a home and building equity all while you're in that home, just because you took a chance and sought out a deal in a time where a lot of other people are backing out, honestly, because they're uncertain. So new construction has slowed down quite a bit is another big thing that we're seeing. You will see uh, people in the news, national media wise, kind of talking about how things have slowed down a ton. Buyer interest has slowed down a ton. I'm not going to say they're not wrong, but what I'm seeing is kind of a split market right now. Resale is pretty strong still, and new construction has slowed down quite a bit. We're all the way up to 9.3 months of inventory for new construction single family homes in central Iowa. That was a lot of words that I just spit out there, but basically 9.3 months of inventory would mean if that no builder built a single home for 9.3 months, we would still have enough inventory to satisfy buyer needs right now. So that would get us into what's technically called like a buyer's market. So that would mean that buyers would be able to take advantage of that market. Active new construction is at a year-to-date high, so inventory is higher than it's ever been for new construction in central Iowa year to date. Um, the way I think buyers can potentially take advantage of this is negotiating as many sellers concessions as they can. One of those things that they'd be able to get those seller concessions to go towards is obviously your closing costs, and you'll be able to hopefully negotiate enough that we can even look at buying down the rate for you, making that monthly payment uh, better for the first year or two. Like I said before, Jared Nicolais and I will talk in detail more about this later. So definitely check out that video um, next week. The other thing you could do with other concessions is get add-ons that weren't necessarily added before, like appliances and stuff like that. Get credits to go towards that thing. It's harder to just straight up negotiate a lower price for new construction, considering they base a lot of their selling prices how much they pay to build the homes. At a certain point, the home is worth what it's worth. So it's sometimes some of these new construction people will have to consider selling it for less, but the point I'm trying to get at is you're more than likely gonna be able to get them to add stuff on as opposed to bringing the price down, if that makes any sense. So that's definitely something to look at. New construction, it's looks like a pretty good time to negotiate a good deal on some new construction. So resale inventory has slowed, but still strong. So your 9.3 months of inventory that we're talking about in new construction, we're at 1.5 months of inventory for retail resale single family homes in Central Iowa. So that's still a seller's market, and it's gonna take basically a doubling of inventory to even get towards a neutral market. So it's still strong. Homes that are prepared well and marketed well, I'm still seeing them go pretty quickly, considering to what like your normal used to be. I'm still seeing a home sell in a weekend if it's staged really well, if it's priced perfectly. There's still a lot of people looking in certain markets. So if you have a home and you feel like there's a chance that you might need to move in the next year or two, I wouldn't stress out about it too much. I would talk to a real estate agent, have them come look at the house, and start talking to them sooner rather than later about how can I best prepare to make this home marketed well, because those types of things are going to make all the difference in a type of market like this. So, and then median sales price has been flat the last 3 months. So we're looking at 3 months ago, your median sales price in Central Iowa was right around 250,000. Right now, it's right around 250,000. It's at like 249.9 is kind of right where it's at. So we haven't really seen too much of an effect in pricing. To go back really quickly to new construction, something to think about with this too is what's going to happen is a lot of new construction builders are going to permit and start work on a lot less homes coming into spring, and they're just gonna try to roll over a lot of inventory that they actively have. So I would anticipate if rates were to all of a sudden take a dip down in the next few quarters, I would anticipate us all of a sudden to look back and look at, oh, geez, now all of a sudden we don't have enough new construction homes, um, just because they might get bought up fairly quickly once people can start taking advantage of that again. So if we were to see interest rates shoot down again, I think we would get a lot of buyers back very, very quickly. So that's going to be something to kind of think about if you're one of those people that's thinking about buying or moving within a year. So I appreciate everyone watching. I appreciate whoever liked the video. It means a ton. Leave questions below still if you're not even watching this live. I'd love to answer any questions you have. It's going to be one of those markets that a lot of people are going to have questions, but I still think if you are looking to get into that first home, I think the best time to do that is now as opposed to waiting, because rents are going to go up as well. Is something to think about. And if you're here in Central Iowa, I think Central Iowa is due for rents to go up a ton. Um, and real estate is so much more about time in the market than it is timing in the market. So if you remember one thing, that's that. So I appreciate everyone for watching and have a great day.